Hello mentors, this is Saurav. In this video, we will learn how we can convert a simple image to one magic app. Okay, so how we can create this magic app using one image. So let me show you the one demo of this app. So you can see that's our app here. Okay, and you can see that one is simple image. There is one boy, that girl, and they are watching something on YouTube, or you can say in a laptop. They have one laptop, they have one TV remote in the down you can see, and they have one mobile phone, they have Google Home, and they have one light also in the back you can see in the top. Now let's click on this light, and the light is turned off. Now turn on that light. Yes. Now let's see what they are watching on laptop. So click on that laptop button. Okay, let's click on this laptop and wait. Oh, they are watching YouTube and they are watching my celebration video. Okay, let's go back. Now let's call to someone. So you need to click on that phone, mobile phone you can see. Click on that mobile phone. You can call anyone from here, right? Now go back again. Now let's see some news. So you need to click on that remote. Click on that remote and you will redirect to Google News. Right, now go back again. Let's click on that Google Home. Let's see how it's work. Click on Google Home and you can see that Google, right? So that's the overall app. You can do lot more thing with this amazing trick. I love this trick. Actually, there is nothing about it. That is the magic of how we can represent the things using one simple image. Okay, right, so you can do lot more thing. You can combine your all apps in one image. Okay, so that's the overall app we will create in this video. So let's see how we can do this. So now let's click on start new project, and my project name is magic app. Okay, or you can say media app or whatever you want to say. Okay, now that's all for the screen, and here we will use one image. Drag and drop this image and make it with and hide as fill parent. Okay, and click on this picture option and upload file. Click on choose file. So you can see that's the image. I'm going to upload it, and okay, now you can see that's image, and in the left side you will find scale picture to fit. Click on this. Okay, click on this screen and make this background should be black. Okay, background should be black like this. Now we have to code for that image. It means whenever someone click on that light, so we have to turn off that screen light, and then, or you can say we will remove that image and we will hide this image, and we on that laptop click we have to open YouTube. On that mobile phone click we have to open a calling option. So for that, all that thing, we need a coordinate, like what is the position x and y. Okay, so for that we already have created one app about that. So we will use that extension, click over image, get coordinates pointer events. Okay, so I'm going to download this AIX file, download this, go to the MIT App Inventor, click on extension, import extension, and drag and drop this file here, import it. Now drag and drop this here. Okay, now whenever someone click on that anywhere in this image, so we will get the x and y coordinate. Okay, so according to that coordinates, if I just get, suppose that x and y coordinate suppose is 1500 something, then on that coordinate we will code for to open the YouTube or open the something, whatever. Okay, so let's do it. So go to the blog. Okay, so now click on this here and you will find we have to make this touch image available. So click on this screen. On the screen initialization, we will make this image should be getting the point. We have to get the point from this image. So like this. Okay, now we have to get the point. So click on this here, and whenever someone click on that image, it means can see image down. Call this when image down, then we will get x and y coordinate. Okay, so whenever you're creating the app, so you need the x and y coordinate. So what we will do, I'm going to design, this is just for the development only, for what we are going to use here in the user interface. No, yes, you can see notifier, drag and drop it here. We will remove this notifier after development. Okay, this just notifier to show us the point. Okay, so drag and drop it here. In the message we will display the y value, and in the title we will display the x value, and in the button we will display simple OK, and we will hide this code after completing our app. Why we are using this? So whenever I click on anywhere in the image, so I will get the y and x value. Okay, so that's why I'm using here that. Now, so according to that, click on this control and you can see if else condition. So now we have to use if else. If the y value is this and x value is this, then we will do some code for that. Okay, so I already have assigned that all these x and y value. Okay, so let me just show you how you will do this. So first use logic and, okay, and then you have to use maths, this one, and you have to check the x value. If x value, suppose, let me just find the x and y value. So let me just run this app in emulator. So you can see that's our app here. Okay, now let's click on anywhere. It means let's click on this light. Okay, so and you will find x value is 542 and the y value is 74. Okay, so what we can do, we will define that area. So whenever someone click on that area, then we have to turn off our light. So let's see the x value first, 531, and the x value max will be I think 567, and the y value minimum will be 25 and maximum will be, let's click on here, 91. Okay, so we will, now we have the x max, x min, and y min and y x. So now define that value. If the x minimum value, so minimum value of x is should be 509. So if the value is 509, it means, so this should be, minimum should be greater than, here you can see the greater than 509. Okay, and the max, so just copy paste this value here, and the less than, okay, less than what, the max value of this x value should be here, click on 573. So what I will do, 573, that is for the x value. Okay, now for y, so what you can do here, you can use another logic and call it here, call it in this, copy and paste as it is. Okay, and then you have to change x value to y and then again x to y. Now we have to find the y minimum value. So y minimum value, click on it here, 90. Okay, so y value is 90 and the y max value is should be 69. So I can make it 70 also, no problem, right? So now whenever someone click on it, so what we need to do, we will hide that image. So image dot visual off, we will make it visual false. Okay, and then we will enable one button. So we have to use one button here, this one. In the initial we will make it as a visual off. Okay, but this button size, okay, so make sure that button size height is fill parent and the width is also fill parent, and make sure that remove that text from that button so no one can see that is the button, and make sure this button background color should be black. Okay, now whenever someone click on that button, it means whenever I click on that light, so this this image will hide and the button will display, but no one can see the button. So when someone click on that screen again, it means they will click on that button. So at that point we will on that button click, we will make this our image visual should be on, turn on again. It means our light is on, but we have to make this button visual should be off. Okay, this should be false, right, like this. So on that what we can do here, make sure this should be visible on off button, true. This is important. Refresh it. Okay, now click on, let's click on anywhere like laptop or somewhere, we will get only the points, there is nothing happening. Now let's click on that light, turn off light, right? You can hide this code also for that, disable. Okay, click on anywhere, light, turn on, turn off, turn on, turn off, right? Now let's do code for all that things. Okay, fine. Now let's make it enable. Okay, now click on the setting icon and make it else if. Okay, and change, copy paste this as it is. Okay, but we have to change the point, right? Now let's check the point. So let's click on that laptop. Okay, so if I click on here, and you will see 616x and 751 is y. Okay, so now we need the x minimum. It means someone click on here, it means 529, and x maximum they will click on here 749, 745. Okay, so 548 or something you can say 550 to around 7 something 729, so you can say 730, like minimum greater than 550 and less than 730, and the y should be here 694 and max 850, 694 and 850, right? So whenever someone click on that area, it is in this laptop area, so we have to open YouTube. So for that we will use activity starter. So here you can see, go to the design, and in the left side you will find the activity starter in this connectivity option. Drag and drop this here. Now here I will give you that link, activity starter, and you need to type here android.intent.action.view. Copy this, go to the MIT App Inventor, and here in the action you have to put this. And now we need to put the URL, which video you have to open, and you can directly open YouTube also. So if you want to open YouTube, so you have to paste YouTube, that link youtube.com, and if you want to open particular video, so copy video URL, go to the MIT App Inventor, and in the data URI, okay, in this data URI here you have to paste that link, right, like this. So whenever someone click on it, so the YouTube will open. Now go to the blog, we have to do code for that. So just need to call this activity starter here, like this. Now let's refresh and let's see how it's work. If I click on somewhere here, nothing will happen, right? We are getting only point. If I click on that laptop, you can see that YouTube will open, like this, right? And my video is opening here, right? Now go back. Okay, so now that is fine. Now for all this thing, like we have to repeat this. Okay, so just click on it here, else if, then you have to just copy this, paste it here, and then you have to use another activity. Like whenever someone click on that calling function, okay, so whenever someone click on that mobile phone, okay, so you have to first get the point, okay, and change your point whatever you want according to your requirement or according to that picture, and then you have to call your phone call. Go to the design, click on the social, and you can see phone call, drag and drop this here, and then go to the blog, and on that point you have to call phone call. Make sure change these point, okay, right? You know the how we can get that point, okay? So now go to the design, on whenever someone click on this Google Home, this one, okay, so for that we have to done again, like we have to open activity, right? So for activity we have to do as it is, like we have to change this else if, and we have to start activity. So let's go to the activity, connectivity, 1 2 activity, then on the 2 activity, in the first activity copy this URL from here, click on start 2, copy paste 3, then copy paste on the activity 2. Whenever someone open, so we have to open Google, okay, so copy Google, and you can see the data URI, just paste it, and on the 3, google.com, or you can say google.co.in, whatever, right? And this data URI, paste it here, like this, okay. So we have completed the 3 activity, and just simply you have to do else if, and else if, else if, like this, and just copy and paste this thing here, then again copy paste, and then you have to change that activity. This should be 2, okay, and again this should be 3, right? But make sure you have to change all these x and y coordinates. This is important, right? You have to change. The process is simple. You have to click on check that phone data, how the font is 548, 888, whatever the thing is. So you have to mention all these things here. And in the last, you have to delete this font. We don't need it, right? Cool. So that's the overall app, okay, that we have created. And if you have some doubt, you can ask me on comment. And please subscribe my channel, like this video and share this video. Have a nice day. Be safe. Bye bye.